let's see. I think we're streaming now. I think we're live.
Okay, let me try to find this
now.
great intro.
Yeah, right. Great intro.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hopefully we can be heard now.
Let me try to find this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
okay.
Excuse the weird intro on this one. We're having some technical difficulties with the microphone.
It wouldn't be Mercury retrograde without it.
Yes, it wouldn't be Mercury Gatorade without it.
Oh, Mercury Gatorade.
Welcome to Jam and Jabber.
Hello,
I'm Ken.
I'm Steph.
And today, we're riding the high of that good Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We just saw it the other day, and we loved it. We had a fun time.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I'm actually a really big fan of Doctor Strange. Not because I'm a big Benedict Cumberbatch fan. I think he kind of... Okay, I have opinions about Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch? I thought it was Cumberbun.
So a friend of mine, my bestie, Key, you know how, like, fairies are described as, like, terrifyingly beautiful? That's scary. What kind of, but Benedict Cumberbatch, just, like, what I think of when I think of his face.
I mean, he did the mocap for Smog, and they didn't actually have to do any sort of, like, digital CG for his face. That's just his normal face.
That was a good one. Yar.
It was. Thank you.
Like, he just kind of looks like he's got a little bit too many teeth in his head. His cheekbones are really, really up high. He's just got a very strange look to his face. Like, but when he wears a beard, he looks less weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe fairies just look better with facial hair.
I mean, I know I look better with facial hair.
But are you a fairy?
No, I'm not.
I am.
That's right, you got them pointy ears.
I was born with pointed ears. Hello, new followers, new watchers of our stream. I was born with pointed ears. True story. I actually just shared a picture that my sister sent me. My older sister. His was my birthday a couple days ago. She sent me for my birthday a picture of us when we were babies. And she's about 6 years older than me, so it's like her holding me as a little kid. And in that picture, oh my god, my ears look so pointed. That was the first thing I told her. I'm like, damn, that's wild. You can really see how pointed my ears are in that picture. Yeah. So I posted on Facebook. I'm like, proof that I was born with pointed ears. So if you're all watching us live, leave a little shout out, say hello, let us know that you're there. We had some technical difficulties. I tried to like send a bunch of stuff just a second ago to our people who normally watch. But if y'all can't make it tonight, hey, there's John. Oh, Vulcan.
Hello.
You know, actually, funny story, John. When I was first born, that's what everyone said, is that my mom watched so much Star Trek. No, because she was legit.
Oh yeah. Your mom's a big Trekkie.
She is legit a Trekkie. She watched so much Star Trek while I was in the womb that I was born with pointed ears. That was the long-going theory, and that's why I learned and taught myself how to do the Vulcan, like, live long and prosper hand thing with my hands. Like, I remember, like, learning how to teach myself how to do that as a kid.
I remember. I was big on learning the nanu, so I can go back and forth between the two.
Wow!
Kind of. I mean, it's not that flawless.
In these instances, again, where we don't have a face cam.
That's true. It is a flawless execution of nanu, and you will never know.
I'm here and I can see it, and it was pretty good. It was very good.
Yeah,
you know,
it was impressive. That's honestly, that's what won Steph over, quite frankly.
But yes, thankfully we were able to figure out our audio thing. It wouldn't be a good Mercury Gatorade if we didn't have some sort of
Star Trek in there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Benedict Cumberbatch that is a terrible thing.
Whoa.
He was part of the new Star Trek, so it fits. There's a through line. Awesome.
Oh my god, like a multiverse?
Oh, what? Did we just get on track?
Yeah!
Oh my
look
gosh.
At what I just did there.
That was an amazing segue, I just want to say.
John leaves the comment, your dad is really Leonard Nimoy. If my
That'd
dad
be
was
amazing.
Leonard Nimoy, oh my god, how different my life would be.
Oh, jeez, right?
Man, I wish my dad was Leonard Nimoy. I got a weird dad. He's got lots of undiagnosed neurodivergencies that he refuses to address. Like most boomers.
The whole like emotionally distant thing is actually because of trauma and not because of like some sort of cultural thing. Anyway. Yeah.
So friends,
yes.
We've got something special for y'all. Like Ken was saying that we spent my birthday. We went and saw the new Doctor Strange Love. The new Doctor Strange Love movie. I really like the first one. Yeah. Some of the Marvel movies, I'm just like, well, I mean, my very first job was working at a comic book shop. Yeah, so I have a soft spot for Marvel and comic book movies. Some of them are just kind of dumb. And, but I've always really liked Doctor Strange, like, especially his first movie. So I was really excited to see this other one.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I told Ken, I'm like, Ken, forget all the other ideas, the millions of ideas we've had from Stream. We've got to jump into the multiverse this week. Absolutely. And so we decided to wait to come up with our list of 20 until after we saw the movie because we wanted to bring some references into the movie. So big warning ahead, we will be talking about some spoilers. We'll try not to spoil most of the story or like big things that happen. But we will be talking about some things that do happen in the film. We'll try to be good about saying, hey, spoilers, so you can, like, stick your fingers in your, like, la la la, I don't want to hear it. If you
I'm not listening.
I don't want to hear it. But we wanted to, again, jump on the bandwagon because this was a fun one. I really enjoyed it. It was Sam Raimi who directed it, who did Evil Dead, and it totally was a Sam Raimi film. Like, there had the demon cam from, like, a total Evil Dead film, like the camera, like, right in their face. Yeah. I swear, in his contracts, he's like, I have to have my demon cam, and I have to have...
my life partner Bruce Campbell
in it punching himself, like that has to happen in all of my films. And but I mean, it was enjoyable. It was like his love of like visual, like special effects blended with practical effects. It was really good. So it was definitely, like, another friend of mine described it like it was like an Evil Dead film, and it really is. Like, there's a lot of that stuff, but still, it was very much like a comic book. Like, it could have been a trade back that I could have read, like, frame for frame, bit by bit, word for word. It watched
and felt like a comic book, and I really loved it.
It was really great. It was really refreshing with, like, so much, like, Marvel stuff now that Disney's got their hands on it. Oh, yeah. I'm just like, oh, God. But it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. Some people really hated it. Weird. So I kind of went into, I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess we'll see what happens. But I enjoyed it. It very much read like a comic book. I have opinions on some of the characters, and we may talk about that later on. But so we got a list of 20, and we wanted to come up with different Marvel characters of different multiverses that some were talked about in the film, some were not, and so we just thought it'd be fun. What are you drawing?
This is my warm-up sketch. This is the multiverse of where what if Iron Man wasn't Tony Stark wasn't an alcoholic.
As I'm sipping on some wine.
There's a difference between enjoying some vino and having your character flaw be written as you're an alcoholic.
Yes. But you're a rich boy Batman with alcoholism.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm just trying to draw like a utopia kind of thing.
If he was non-alcoholic, everything would be perfect.
We'd have flying cars, clearly.
What's his face from what am I forgetting? Like the comedian and like the
Watchmen.
I almost got to the part where I was saying an owl having sex in an owl ship. Oh God,
that was the dumbest scene. Hallelujah. I hated that scene.
I laughed.
It was so dumb.
I was that annoying person in theater who laughed.
It was the dumbest scene. It made no sense.
It was pretty bad.
It was.
It was really bad. Bad. Whenever you're done with your warm-up, I've got our first one up because I would like to
I think I can be done with this warm up.
I do agree. If Tony Stark, being that rich boy who actually cared, he could use his billions to actually end world hunger, to use his technology to actually better, like, and improve the world. You know, talk about real life superheroes. You know, billionaires, Elon Musk, if you're watching and not panicking too much about Twitter, use your billions like Tony Stark, okay?
No one thinks you're cool for buying Twitter, dude, and now getting cold feet and buyer's remorse. Anyway, what's our first...
like an annulment before.
yeah, exactly.
He mails out the wedding announcements.
Yeah. So what's our first multiverse?
Our first multiverse is... the Plushyverse.
The Plushyverse. Oh, this one is like what, brought to you by Funko Pop or something?
Squashmallow.
That's right. Okay.
So we were talking about different ones, and you will see more when we get into it. But we have, and if we don't get to all of our ideas by the end of the day, or the end of the stream, I definitely want to talk about all of our different ones that we came up with, because they're really fun. Like, we were giggling and having a real good time coming up with...
I mean, if we don't give it away, we can always use it for future streams too. Like,
give it away now?
Exactly.
I don't know, because there's a few that we have to do.
Absolutely.
There's a few...
I will agree wholeheartedly. We do have a couple that must needs be done.
Yeah. That we cannot finish tonight's stream without at least doing one of these. Mm-hmm. Are you doing the clown on the couch?
Oh gosh, no! I wasn't thinking that at all. I was trying to set the scene. I'm like if you're like any other millennial out there, you probably have your squashmallows all over your couch. Because where else would you put them, right? Like, they're basically throw pillows.
They are, and we have 2 official squashmallows.
It's true.
We're still very, like, that just reminds me of, like, the is it Amanda on the clown girl?
I know
on the
exactly
couch.
what you're talking about.
That's what this.
I don't remember like the girl's name because I never watched the show.
I did. I only watched a few episodes and it was weird. It was on like K9.
Like PBS,
yeah, PBS.
Yeah.
It was on PBS. It was a weird one, and she was a clown, and she made me uncomfortable. But it was like on the big couch, and she started on this gigantic couch at the beginning of all of our episodes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can multitask. I can really do it.
Multitask for the multiverse.
Multiverse. Thank you. I needed that word actually for naming this file.
Jeez.
Okay, where am I? Oh, here you all are. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm keeping up. Oh my god, is that a Thor?
That's a Thor. It absolutely is.
That could probably exist, actually.
It totally could.
Oh my god, he's got a nice beard.
1000%. Yeah. Okay. What's our...
Oh my god, is this where he's still like a chonky boy?
Yes.
This is our chonky boy.
This is our
Thor.
chonky Thor. I loved that version of Thor in Endgame.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was very funny.
It's really good. Like... no fat shaming or anything like that.
No.
I actually really liked a lot of the fans' responses to it. Of like, you know, like, I'm still worthy. You
Absolutely.
know? And him going through that depressive stage and everything. And, you know, I think a lot of people who've been there, like Thor has, I know that when I was going through a lot of my depression, I definitely gained some weight. And to see him go through that, I'm like, yeah, relatable content. Thank you. You know,
Absolutely.
Thank you, Thor. John says, I think that was the Good Night Show.
Oh gosh.
The Good Night Show for...
I could not tell you. I am not 100% sure. I'm sorry. I'm of no use here for that name. All
What's
I know
your
is
name?
it existed for the TV show for the girl on the couch that you're talking about.
No, it was like Amanda on the big like yellow couch or something like that. I can't remember the name of the show.
She was like a ragdoll character.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like a Raggedy Ann doll, but she was like a clown, and it's on PBS.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Oh, it's an Iron Man Squashmallow.
It's a little Iron Man Squashmallow.
Oh man, I mean, I could see them like having an epic fight where they just like boing into each other. And like
Nice.
being in comic book style, it's like boing.
Oh, with all the great onomatopoeias.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Yeah. Oh, who's there with him? Is that a Loki?
No, I wasn't going for a Loki quite. But
Excuse me.
I think you'll like the direction I'm going in with it.
Because right now this is giving me Homestar Runner vibes.
Oh my gosh, does it?
Yes. Oh man.
I'm trying to do a Doctor Strange squashmallow.
Oh
Kinda
yeah,
like a
that's why he's got the long boy head. But squashmallows are like very round. They're very round. They're so.
Very round.
I don't know what they use to stuff them. I think it's like dreams and good feelings.
Absolutely not memory foam.
The big comfy couch. That's
what
exactly
it was. The
is.
big comfy
It's
couch.
the big comfy couch.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you,
John.
John.
Thank you.
That was the name.
Oh my gosh. I only watched a few episodes and it
Okay.
legit kind of like...
What other Marvel character should I throw in here? Oh, you know what? I know.
Okay. Yeah, the big comfy couch. That's exactly like this is the beginning of the episode, but instead is this
Marvel
the big
characters.
comfy couch verse instead of the Squashmallow verse?
I mean, it could be.
I mean the plushie verse.
Why not?
Yeah. We're nice and cozy, get nice and snuggly. Oh my god. Are we already starting with the gator?
It's
Loki?
a gator Loki squashmallow.
Yay! That's like multiple. Like, where is the TVA to come in?
Right.
Pull him out of this verse.
To really round it out, I think this is very important.
Yeah, I would want this. I would want this. Oh my god, why isn't there a Loki Gator Squashmallow?
That is an excellent question.
Oh, is the couch alive?
The couch is the Hulk.
About to give them really big hugs. John adds in the comments, holy cow, that show was in the air from 1992 to 2006?
What?
Whoa.
Dang.
Yeah, holy cow, indeed. Whoa.
Yeah, seriously.
I thought it was just kind of one of those weird one-off, like, wow, thank you for that lore. Oh my god, this is adorable! Oh, the gator! I wish that Gator Loki plushie existed in real life. Oh, I would snuggle it all the time. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Well, this is a great place to start. Are you ready for the next one?
Let's do the next one. What's our next multiverse?
Our next multiverse is the Westiverse.
Ooh, we're doing a Wild Western.
Wild Wild West.
Okay.
Wild Wild West. I wish I know the song from the Wild Wild West. Wild,
I mean,
Wild
that's
West.
basically a Wild Wild West.
Or it's like, what's Westward? What is that one where it's like everybody, but what if robots?
Oh, Westworld.
Westworld.
Yeah.
I saw an ad for that today, actually. I was like, they're still doing Westworld?
They're doing a new season from what I understand, yeah.
What season? Are they said like 3 or 4?
Could not tell you.
I remember watching the first season and thinking, wow, this is really cool. And then,
I love how you're making fun of your past self for enjoying something.
I can be self-critical. Because later on I heard some of the critiques, I was like, oh, yeah, that is, that was kind of dumb. And, I don't beat myself up for enjoying those things, but, later on, what I thought was like really like revolutionary for the show, what I thought was like a really like, wow, no one's done this before. Actually, they had, and I just wasn't aware of it. I wasn't thinking about it. And like how like the whole piano bit, how repetitive and how like really on the nose, like, hey, by the way, these are these are robots, like it's nothing, there's then looking back and like how they really like try to normalize violence against women, with how they like killed her in so many different ways. There is a lot of times where I thought I'd have to leave the room because I cannot be around for, I don't want to say the word because YouTube's actually got a big thing, and I recognize it too. It's actually a very triggering word, but for sexual assault. Like there were times where I'm like, do I need to leave the room? Because I cannot stand being in, oh my god, is this a Stretch Armstrong? Fantastic
I mean,
for...
Mr. Fantastic. But...
What is a Mr. Fantastic but
I mean, yeah,
a Stretch Armstrong?
That really, Marvel is missing out on that opportunity for their just merchandising, because they could be selling a Mr. Fantastic Stretch Armstrong.
I'm sure they probably did at some point.
I would be amazed if they did
Fantastic Four has been around for such a long time.
They have.
I just want to read the comments real quick because we got John saying the Hulk couch convert into a sleeper sofa.
Yes, absolutely.
His only weakness is cats who want to scratch the hell out of that couch.
Exactly.
You know, and he always rips over, like, those couch covers. Doesn't matter what kind of nice stretchiness. It'll always stretch in just, like, the most, like, you know, the specific way to cover the couch.
Absolutely.
But yes.
The strategic, like it'll still cover the parts that you won't have covered.
But not, like, you know, just kind of show off some of those really burly arms. Who's this other?
Absolutely.
Who's this other?
That's the big reveal.
Okay, real talk.
Yes.
You, Kenji, and everyone who's watching with us, what is your favorite Western?
My favorite Western?
Yeah. Hey, Chance, welcome welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Multiverse.
Yeah.
Right now we are looking at different Marvel characters in Wild Wild West.
The long arm of the law is what Reed Richards is in this situation.
Ken, did you prepare that one?
No, actually, I did not. I was just like, who am I going to
Oh.
do? Who can I get a good like gunslinging pose out of? I'm
What was the
it's gonna
line?
be Mr. Fantastic.
What was the line in Doctor Strange? He's like, you had that one ready, right? How long did you have that one prepared for?
Oh gosh, that's right. They were I
Because she's like, you're always the one who has the knife.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But you're the one who has to have it. I forget what the fuck she said.
Yeah, like you always have to be the one holding the knife, because gotta remember, he's a real medical doctor.
Mm-hmm. Real life medical doctor.
Real life medical doctor.
It just makes me think of that scene from, Waiting for Guffman.
I watched it with you, but I'm not sure what scene you're talking about.
I was gonna explain.
Okay.
I sorry for the beats where I was like leaving it open.
Yeah. I thought like are you waiting for me to kind of pick it up for you?
The Mercury Gatorade.
Yes.
No, the scene in Waiting for Guffman where he's like, you know, I've got this like growth on, and he starts trying to open up his like hands to show me. He's like, whoa, no. Like, or he's trying to say how his dick is big, and he had to have like a dick
dickectomy or something. Yeah,
he had to have a dick reducement surgery because
gosh.
his wife's vagina is too small.
Yeah.
And so like they're like drunk at like the small town one Chinese restaurant that's just American Chinese food, which is just greasy, like, yeah. And so he's like, well, take a look at it. And he's like, whoa, no, I'm a different kind of doctor, dentist.
Yeah.
Like,
a podiatrist or something.
Yeah, no, he's a dentist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was really funny, because, yeah. Chance's Blazing Saddles is my favorite Western.
Ah, that's a good one.
I watched a lot of Westerns because my dad wants to be a cowboy when he grows up. We watched a lot of Westerns because that's what he liked to watch. It's hard to remember the names of them because they're all pretty much the same.
They are.
They
are.
Like, the one that everyone talks about where he's got, like, he puts the potbelly stove under his shirt to prevent himself from getting shots.
Lone Ranger, maybe? No, I'm terrible. I don't know.
No, it changes the Lone Ranger a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
No, it's with Clint Eastwood.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't give a crap
I don't
about
remember.
Clint Eastwood movies.
Wait. Is this Ultron?
No, it's a Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom! Of course, because it's fantastic.
It's
Mr.
exactly.
Fantastic.
It's a Mr. Fantastic.
Would he just slap him with the gun? Because his arms are so stretchy. Where he's like, Wickacha! And he's like, see, I never killed him. I could probably kill him, and then all of my problems would go away.
I like the idea of just the like Mr. Fantastic just like pistol whipping. Just being that guy. Like, dude, just shoot me already, you dick. That hurts.
God, do you remember the movie where it's like, use your gun? And he like throws the gun. What was that? It was like a radio drama horror, but like a murder mystery. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it.
Jeez. I know what you're talking about, but I'm drawing a blank too.
They're like, use the gun. He's like, throws it. And everyone's just like, what the It was really funny.
Yeah, I can't recall, sadly.
We got John in the comments saying, that was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Thank you. And my favorite Western was Back to the Future 3. That's pretty legit.
That's fair.
I think I'm going to have to join you on that one. That's a good one. What about you, Kenji? What's your favorite Western? Or you said you couldn't remember. You've got two people you can just copy.
I could. Gosh, I'm trying to think, like, legitimately. Like, what is my favorite Western? But, like... God, I don't know.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is good.
I've not seen it, though.
Oh.
So I can't say it's my favorite.
That's one of those, like, classic movies.
There's
like
lots
Psycho and The Birds
there's
and
lots of, like,
other Hitchcock films. That's all I seem to think of right now.
classic films that I've not seen.
Like, damn it, you could play it for her, you could play it for me.
What?
That is, it's the town. Oh God. Oh wow. Why my brain?
Great content we're putting out tonight.
Panic, sweats.
Error.
Casablanca.
Oh, gotcha.
We stalled enough for Stephanie's brain to figure it out. Casablanca. That's a good one. I had a teacher who was from Casablanca. Actually. Yeah, he spoke like 5 languages.
Oh, wow, that's fascinating.
Because Casablanca is... Oh, my God.
Did you get the one?
Yes!
You got the one?
Yes!
Okay, I already know what one this is. All right. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Well, should we let our audience guess what the next multiverse is?
I want to say... Because I'm very proud of my best... This is the idea I came up with first.
Okay.
Before I thought of any other verse... I'm like, Ken, we have to do Flavortown.
the Flavorverse.
The Flavorverse, the capital, right. Which is Flavortown. We have all of our Marvel heroes as different chefs and different cooks, and I painted a whole big picture and
really sold me on this idea.
I'm like, no, multiverse, Flavortown. We have to go to Flavortown.
It's important.
Oh my God, what was life before?
I know, right?
Like, why am I forgetting his name now?
Oh, Guy Fieri.
What was life before Guy Fieri?
Dull and flavorless.
We were living a half-life before Guy Fieri came and busted. No, actually, what we had before was, BAM!
Oh, yeah, we had Emeril Lagasse.
We had Emeril Lagasse on the Cooking Network. Like, Emeril Lagasse walks so that Guy Fieri could run to Flavortown.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yay! I'm so happy! This is the one I'm like, if we don't do this one, last one, we have to do it, because I was very proud of myself.
You should
be.
For
coming up with Flavortown for the multiverse. Do you know much about Guy Fieri? About how he won a contest and that's how he got a show?
No, I did not know that.
What?
Actually, yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's Cooking Network was just trying to find different kind of content, and they're like, hey, if you want to like guest show on like a show or something, enter this contest. And Guy Fieri came on there, and they just loved his fucking perfectly like bleached spike hair, his big personality, his backward shades.
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
They loved him so much. They're just like, fuck it, give this guy his own goddamn show. And I think he's
outstanding.
still on, like,
yeah, absolutely.
Cooking Network.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't. Like that's just... They make each other a lot of money.
Oh my god, this is such a strong pose that you're starting with.
To adjust the positioning of
this
that.
is a
So
very strong superhero pose that you are starting with.
I mean, we're drawing a very strong superhero.
Yes! Flavor Town! What
yes.
is your favorite cooking show?
Oh, my favorite
You
cooking
and
show.
people who are watching. Favorite cooking show ever? I can tell you. I can start. I'll start so that you can think about it.
Thank you.
Iron Chef.
Iron Chef is good.
Like original OG from Japan, poorly dubbed Iron Chef. Fukui-san! That was like one of my absolute favorites. Just the drama of all the different chefs. The drama of like, you know, how they prepared these dishes. And I learned a lot about like Japanese cuisine, learning, like watching them cook. And like I studied Japanese in high school and in college for about 8 years. And so it was cool to be able to listen to them kind of underneath the dub because it was poorly dubbed. So you could still kind of hear them talking in Japanese in the background. Yeah. But just the drama and just like the guy who hosted it biting into that bell pepper and that smirk when he started each and every single episode. Again, the drama. Oh, love me an Iron Chef. Actually, in high school, me and some friends decided to recreate our own, because I couldn't spell chef because I'm a terrible speller, so I put chief, like a chief of a village. So Iron Chief is what I accidentally misspelled it. To be fair, I had woken up very early that morning. So what happened was that we had some friends who were saying that their meatballs were the best. And so I'm like, the only way to settle this is through an Iron Chef challenge. And so we decided that we were going to film it, and we were going to do like the whole recording stuff. And the one friend's like, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make my meatballs. We're like, why? She's like, it's a full day process. I have to do this. I have to let it marinate for so many hours. So you all better be at my house at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're like, fuck. So we did. So that was why I misspelled, and it just became Iron Chief for the rest of it. And then we had like our own like cheap version of like Cops, like a show like where we were like just kind of fucking around because we had a few hours to kill. But we had taste testing, and I think I have the mini VHS, because it was a mini VHS that went into a recorder. And then you put it into the full-size VHS so you could put it in your VHS player to watch it.
Absolutely.
I think that mini VHS is somewhere in this house.
Oh man,
Iron Chief.
I need to find it now.
So we got a chance saying, I don't watch cooking shows. Oh, actually, that's actually how I learned how to cook. Was through cooking shows, because my millennial parents did not teach me how to cook. I remember like I used to have like a weird phobia about touching raw meats, and so I'd have to like make sure my hands were wet before I could touch raw meats. I'm okay with it now, but for a long time, because my mother is vegetarian, now uber vegan, she's very weird about meat and very weird about those types of things, and so I kind of put that onto me. But like trying to reach inside the bird's carcass to pull out the guts and stuff, like just the things that they save, like the heart and the kidney and that kind of stuff, was so like traumatizing for my sister and I remember one year we just got stoned. We just got fucking stoned, and that was what helped us to be able to have the courage to reach inside the carcass of the turkey we were making. It's a damn good turkey. It wasn't just because we had the munchies. It was a good turkey that we made.
Yeah, my boomer parents did not teach me to cook either.
Got Chance saying, I wear disposable gloves when handling raw meat. That's what my mom does. Yeah. And that just like really psyched me out. And I've gotten better about it, you know, like whatever, it's just raw meats, especially when I'm making like stuff with ground meat, beef and stuff. And again, when I'm cooking a whole bird, I'm definitely over it now. But when I first started like cooking on my own, I was just like, But yeah, cooking shows is what helped me to learn how to cook, because I sure as hell did not know how to cook when I first moved out. I barely could like feed myself. Yeah. And so cooking shows with Guy Fieri were like really important to me, and Guy Fieri has always got a special part in my heart. So what's your favorite cooking show, Ken?
I'd probably say Chopped. Like I really enjoyed Chopped.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Then anything with Alton Brown as well. Like he's just a delightful human being.
Did you ever watch his cooking show?
I watched a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, it was best described as kind of like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but what if cooking shows?
Yep, that is an excellent way to describe his show. His
cooking show is always really good. I really enjoy it. I don't think he does it anymore, but he just like guest appears on like Chopped now.
He's hosting the new Iron Chef.
What?
He's back hosting Iron Chef. Yeah.
He's done that a few times.
He has.
Iron Chef, I don't really like Iron Chef America. It's only OG, like original from Japan, poorly dubbed Iron Chef that I love.
Yeah.
Who is this?
This is Guy Fieri America.
Is this
Captain Guy Fieri America?
Is that like a plate?
Yes. Yeah, I was going for like a wok.
Oh, it's a wok that he cooks out of. Yes!
Here, let me add the handles to the side.
Yeah!
That'll make it read a little cleaner.
He's got to have like a paddle or maybe like chopsticks in his hand or something.
Maybe he could be like a Deadpool and has like his ladle like on his back or something.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay, let me go back and chat really quick. Yeah. John said, I watched my dad butcher a deer carcass.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang. I've been there for like I slaughtered a chicken and I unfeathered a chicken once. Like I had a friend who was there and was like, "All right, this is what we're doing." I'm like, "All right." She's like, "You want to do it?" I'm like, "You know what? As a meat eater, I think I should do this at least once in my life." So yeah, I did slaughter a chicken and I plucked all the feathers. Very tedious. Smells really bad. It's true what they say. And then I cooked my own chicken. Yeah. They're not slimy when they're fresh. They're not. That's just because they've been dead for a while. That's a different conversation. But, and then Chan says, Ken, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, Rachel, thanks for joining us. Welcome. Alton Brown is the best. Yeah. I really like Alton Brown. And again, I learned so much more about cooking by watching cooking shows. And so, oh my God. So, okay, Ken.
Yes.
I don't want Flavortown to end too soon because I
Okay.
love Flavortown. So the big thing about Marvel comics and is that you have your hero and then your antagonist is pretty much like a carbon copy of your hero, but like with a palette swap. Who would be our villain for our Flavortown Captain America?
That's an excellent question.
You're coloring this, so can we get a villain in this?
Can we palette swap to the villain?
Who would be the villain of Flavortown?
Oh, jeez, that is.
Because I have an idea.
Question. I've got a couple ideas too.
Does it have to do with a British man who yells and curses a lot? Who could also be a Doctor Strange? It's rotten!
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's fantastic.
He's like throwing some food at him and he's deflecting it with like his walk shield. He's like, heh, nice try, loser. In Flavortown,
let me move this.
Everything's prepared correctly. We got Chance saying, I guess the baby millennial experience is learning how to cook from Google and YouTube. Marmite Man! Ooh, that's also a good one. Actually, okay, I'm gonna say it. I like Marmite.
I've never had Marmite.
I've had. It's very strong. It's very bitter. And it's got a lot of... to say that is an acquired taste is not the best thing I would say for Marmite. It is just... it tastes... Like, you know how that liquid smoke?
Oh, yeah.
It's like liquid smoke with a lot of other, like, Worcestershire sauce. That would be how I would describe it. It's like really intense Worcestershire sauce with liquid smoke, but as a paste.
Oh.
It's not bad.
Oh.
It's not bad. It tastes good. It's just weird on certain things. You definitely, like, with, like, on a piece of toast, you know, just a little bit goes a long ways with Marmite. Marmite used in, like, cooking a bird or, like, an animal or, like, you know, like, making a roast or something, absolutely fantastic, because you're using Worcestershire sauce anyways, and to give it that smoky flavor, really good. But the people who, like, put it on toast, who put it on everything, it's just really like that Worcestershire smoky flavor. It's not bad, but I get how if you are not prepared for a really bold flavor town, how it would be a little bit jarring. I mean, it's black, so if you were to open up a jar of Marmite, it kind of it reminds me of the type of like there's a type of broth bouillon that's kind of like a paste that you can get. It's a little bit less like congealed like that, but kind of like a bouillon, kind of like it's something. I would say Marmite's better to cook with than to eat on its own. But a lot of people in Australia just love to eat it straight on its own, and because they love their bobbies.
Jeez.
They do. They love their bobbies. Chances I want to try Marmite. Yeah, it's not too hard to find in the States. I think they sell it at like World Plus, like Cost Plus. Yeah, Cost Plus World Markets.
Wait. Does that mean Vegemite is just like the vegetarian like option for Marmite?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I just learned a thing.
Yeah, it's the vegetarian version. That one's a little bit less. It's very salty. I will say this much. It's very, very salty. Like, if you decide to cook with it, don't add salt. It's very, very salty. Oh, wait. That's not... Who is that?
That's the Ramsay skull. Gordon Ramsay mixed with Red Skull, because Red Skull is just the antithesis. Yeah.
Yes! I love it. Ken, this is so good! You know, Captain America is a really I used to hate Captain America.
Yeah.
But, and then the movie totally, absolutely sold me on him. I'm all about Captain America now. Even though he's an old man.
Yeah. I appreciate heroes that can be, like, a goalpost, not necessarily, like frickin' Punisher, who's just...
I could do this all day.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Spoilers.
I mean,
that line is used in the new movie.
If you've seen What If, then it will be a very nice payoff for it.
We haven't done any spoilers about the movie.
We haven't,
not
yet. What's our next multiverse? Maybe this will spoil the movie for us.
I want to look into the comments real quick. Okay. All right.
I need something to draw.
I didn't realize your screen was already blank. I'm sorry.
You rolled. I thought you were ready.
It's the mirror-verse.
The mirror-verse.
Yes.
So does that mean like Doctor Strange will just be like clean shaven for this one?
You know, there's actually some versions of him in the multiverse where he was clean shaven, which was his mirror. Because so spoilers. Okay. Spoilers. There's parts where there's another Doctor Strange.
There's a couple other Doctor
Stranges.
Stranges.
A few different... There are quite a few different Doctor Strange. But there's one in particular who's not necessarily a really nice guy. And he was clean-shaven. So to answer your question, yeah.
All right.
But the Mirrorverse, for non-Star Trek fans, it's like the what if they were all villains.
Yes.
What if Loki was actually a good guy? Oh wait, that's the Loki show.
Oh, dip.
What about Ultron? What if Ultron was actually a good guy?
I didn't have much to go on, so yes, erase my art, and now I want to go down that route. Okay. What if Ultron was a good robot?
What if Ultron was a good guy? I never saw Ultron, The Age of Ultron, when it came out, and then I had you describe it to me, and I was like, this makes no sense. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, okay, this makes a little bit more sense. It's still kind of convoluted, even for a comic book movie. Not a huge fan of Age of Ultron, because they always reference Age of Ultron because of how dare you destroy a whole town of people? I'm like, how many times have they fucking destroyed New York City?
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I am gonna go back to the chat this time.
Yes.
So, because I didn't realize Ken's screen was blank. I'm sorry. Your hand was covering the art. I was confused. Mercury Gatorade. So, Rachel says, I love how Alton brought science into cooking.
Yeah.
Bobby Flay would be better.
Oh, jeez.
He thinks he knows everything and acts like a baby whenever he loses.
Oh, jeez.
You're not wrong. Rachel, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this comment now because Bobby Flay would have been another good villain to add to that.
You know, that would make more sense with, like, the skin being gone off of the face. Like
he does have a weird...
Bobby Flayed. Oh, yeah. Okay. Headcanon, going back, Bobby Flayed is the villain for our Flavor Town.
He also has a really red face. When he gets, like, overworked, like, his face
does.
turns, like,
He does,
neon
like,
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel. Bobby Flayed, thank you.
Good
call.
Good call.
You saved us.
A+. You saved Flavortown. John says haggis man.
Oh, haggis.
I have had haggis. I've had a lot of weird foods. Have you ever had haggis?
I have not.
I had it in, so it wasn't the full stomach. Like, it wasn't the full experience. I wasn't in Scotland. I was in Indianapolis, of all places.
Oh, jeez.
It's weird. Indianapolis has a lot of, like, very, weird, European food. Like, they had a lot of Scottish food when I was there, of all places. Indianapolis is a weird town. It's very small. Like, I grew up in downtown Seattle, like, lots of, like, you know, hang out in the different neighborhoods and stuff. But, I was always told Seattle was a small city as far as cities go. But Indianapolis, even smaller. Like, you can walk through the whole entirety of downtown Indianapolis about 30 minutes, a little bit less. There's not a lot to see, and everything is fucking flat. There's not much to see, and you can literally, like, turn your head and see the edge of the city line. It's also weird in Indianapolis is that, like, you will have certain areas that are just run down, very poor. These houses are, like, barely held together, and you literally cross a crosswalk, and you are in next to mansions.
Oh, jeez.
Like, immaculate, beautiful homes that you would see in magazines, perfect architecture, perfect landscaping, and you just kind of look back, you're like in the rearview mirror, like, where are we? What the hell is this? It's like its own multiverse by itself. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, Indianapolis, it was an interesting experience traveling there and visiting the town. Shout out to all my people in Indianapolis. There's lots of race car drivers there because of the Indy 500.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's where they're at, yeah.
When I, like, the first place I went to go have, like, to go out to eat, there was, like, all these pictures of different race car drivers. And there's, like, one specific racing club that my dad's a part of because he's a race car driver, or he used to be. And I was like, oh my God. And I took a picture. I'm like, Dad, I'm in your world. Like, I'm in your town. I'm in Raceville.
Your dad being a race car driver and wanting to be a cowboy when he grows up, like, the dude clearly, like, wants to satisfy that inner 10-year-old.
It's who was it from the movie with Will Ferrell? Bobby.
Oh, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby, yeah. Oh my God, when I first saw that in the theater, I just died. I'm like, that's my dad. Ricky Bobby is my dad. I hate that. I hate it. Okay, so I'm going back to the chat. Rachel says, Bobby got in trouble in Japan during the original Iron Chef. He finished his cooking and jumped on the cooking station, and they kicked him out of the kitchen. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chan says, wait, Seattle's a small city? Damn, never going to New York. Yeah, Seattle is considered a smaller, like, metropolitan city. It's got a lot of neighborhoods, but even with the neighborhoods involved are, like, included into it, it's still considered a small city. I've never been to New York. I've never been to a lot of, like, the big downtowns. I've been to LA a couple of times. I've been to San Diego. But I haven't been in like their downtown metropolitan areas. But I was in Indianapolis, and it was small. It was just like they had one big feature in the center of the city and a big old roundabout, and they were very proud of this one statue, colonialism, and then just a bunch of buildings, and that's it. It wasn't. Oh, and a lot of strip clubs.
Oh, weird.
We accidentally walked into a couple of them.
Oh, weird.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Kat says, if you're not first, you're last.
That's right.
Gotta fast.
I don't know what that means. I was high when I said that.
Ricky Bobby. Oh God, that movie. It was therapeutic though, like, because it is my dad. That's my fucking dad. It's Ricky Bobby. Oh Jesus, baby Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
I
like the baby version of Jesus the most.
He grew up. He was a man. He had a beard.
I just prefer the baby version of him. Thank you. We thank you for this meal, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Carl's Jr., fuck you, I'm eating. We got Chan saying, I hate being in Seattle because too much stimulation. I used to work in downtown Seattle, actually, when I used to take care of houseplants for a living. So I drove big commercial vehicles, and you think about overstimulating. Imagine driving a giant, like, 2-ton, like, landscaping vehicle and trying to parallel park into, on those hills in downtown Seattle. Yeah, I did that. And now I think about going to downtown Seattle. It's like, ugh, no, too many people. No, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go to the aquarium. Go to the waterfront. That's too many people.
How's his face shaped? Ultron has a weird face.
Yeah, he does. Do you want to look at some reference?
Yeah, no. I'm doing this from memory. I'm committed. I'm committed to doing
make
Ultron
him a good
from
guy
memory.
face. Like, don't give him a bad guy face.
I don't need to give him like the weird. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah,
instead of having like weird spiky bits, he'll have weird like robot wing bits on the side of his head, because this is a what if the mirror.
What if he was meshed with what's-his-face, who ends up stealing his Infinity Stone?
With a... Wait.
The guy that Wanda decides to murder a bunch of people over.
A Vision.
Yes. What if this is a blending of Vision? What if Ultron was actually just Vision?
They absolutely covered that in the What If show.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what if Ultron got his Vision body?
Oh.
Was kind of the thing. So
I didn't really like Vision. I think he's kind of dumb. Wanda, get over it.
He is a 60-year-old comic character.
An emotionalist? Like, doesn't have any emotions?
Apparently he has enough. Enough to like brainwash a small town over.
Okay, so
I mean, it's in Jersey, so who really cares?
Spoilers. It is Wanda who is the villain of.
Why would you spoil that?
Because trailers.
I mean, the trailers. Yeah. Sure. I thought the trailers were more misleading towards that.
It wasn't that much of a surprise, honestly, to find out that she was the villain.
I wasn't expecting it, though, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, no, I was expecting her to be like that like somehow she and Strange like buddied up their magic, and that's how like the universe got broken. No, I didn't.
You know, I was thinking that too was one of my headcanons that was going on too. But it was too perfect for her to set up as being the villain.
That's fair.
So yeah, spoilers. Sorry. Scarlet Witch, she is the bad guy, the villain, the antagonist for Doctor Strange. And a lot of it comes from the WandaVision, but I will say you don't need to watch the miniseries in order to understand her drive and her reason for being the antagonist.
I felt their exposition was done pretty well for that. And, like, it was built into the movie rather than, like, oh, we have to pause the movie to explain everything of why she's doing what she's doing. Like, no, they handled it quite nicely, I thought.
I know WandaVision was very well received.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those big ones on Disney Plus.
I very much enjoyed it myself.
I did not watch it just because I don't like Vision and I don't like Wanda. They were not characters I really liked. They were kind of boring. I mean, I hate Hawkeye more, but that's a different rant for a different day. Actually, we'll probably get into it tonight. I'm sorry in advance if you like Hawkeye. Because I have very spicy opinions. And I will fight you behind the Denny's about Hawkeye. And I won't bring a stupid bow to it.
Oh, jeez. No, you're bringing your Mjolnir.
I will. We got Rachel saying, Los Angeles is crazy. San Diego downtown reminds me of Seattle. I haven't been to San Diego. My sister used to live there, actually, and she said it reminded her a lot of Seattle. Just not enough rain. It was very dry and but I mean, it's cooler climates for California. But she just didn't like that there wasn't very much rain. She's got that Seattleite in her. Chan saying, POV, you haven't been into the MCU since Iron Man 3 and some shows, and you're smiling but confused.
Well, as long as we're making you laugh, that's the important part.
Exactly. Look at this very good boy. Look at this very good boy.
This is a very happy Ultron.
I'm here to help you out, pals.
Like, thumbs up, buddy.
I'm programmed to make your day. Would you like to hear Dad Joke 500?
Yeah. Or I could cook a grilled cheese.
Would you like me to walk your dog so you can stay on the couch and play games on your phone?
The robot uprising is soon, comrades.
As they're all walking dogs. Resistance!
We're tired of shoveling your dog's shit for you.
Age of Ultron! Yes. Human bot. Human friend.
Human friends.
Oh man, the Mirrorverse. Like, can we get one other? Can I get like a Hulk with a really good beard for just like in the background?
The Beard Hulk exists.
Okay. What Thor would be without a beard. Loki would have like that like Snidely Whiplash type of goatee.
Oh,
what kind of facial hair can we do?
For Ultron, you want?
No.
Okay, some other hair.
Okay. Let me throw a thing at you. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel, bearded woman.
Oh gosh. The mirror Captain Marvel.
What would be the mirror of Captain Marvel?
Oh gosh.
Because there's so many times where I'm looking at or watch Marvel movies. I'm like, if Captain Marvel was here, she'd be just fucked up. She'd fuck up their shit.
Absolutely.
Captain Marvel is definitely one of my favorites. I love her.
Samesies.
She has such Sailor Moon vibes to me. I love her. I love her so much. What would happen if Captain Marvel was in this Mirrorverse?
Well, if she was the villain, then she'd probably get defeated because the villains never win in the comics.
No. What, except for some alternate universes, the multiverses,
okay.
there are sometimes when they do. Like, in the movie we watched, there was one version of Doctor Strange we meet who loses.
That's true.
And his universe ends up just being like
because he's
Sat-town.
He's not the titular character. He's not the titular Doctor Strange.
Absolutely. He's kind of he's got a lot of time to think and meditate, and he's not been doing the right kind of work.
You know, he still has no chill, quite frankly. All that meditation, and he still has no chill.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil things, but I will say that fight scene was cool.
It was. I really enjoyed it too.
I want to say, and this is no spoilers, but a lot, because one thing I loved about the first Doctor Strange was just how they illustrated magic.
Yeah.
And how they showed really complex ideas and concepts very beautifully, and they illustrated it very, very nicely. There was a few of those scenes in this one as well that I thought were just really fucking cool. And there was times where I'm just like, this is a cool fight scene. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this. Like, this is a fun action scene.
Yeah.
This is fun. We got Chance saying, wait, are superheroes to millennials as westerns to boomers?
Oh my gosh. Maybe.
I mean, with kind of less racism. Kind of.
Kind of.
I don't want to give the MCU too much credit. That is my one complaint about Doctor Strange. Is America Chavez. I did not know that is a semi-common name in Latinx cultures. Please forgive me if I'm stumbling on my words. I want to make sure that I'm saying things correctly, but I don't know much about.
Yeah. In the Latin,
thank you.
Kind of the cultures. Like I knew a girl in high school named America. There's a rather somewhat famous actress named America Ferrera. It's becoming more common. Like I wasn't as familiar with it. Like I knew, like I only ever knew the one girl in high school. Like I'm starting to see it more and more regularly as a name.
I did not know that, and so I'm glad that I learned that. And but like in her universe, it didn't really show. I know she's like jumped through many different multiverses. I don't want to spoil too much about America.
If you know her superpowers, like you already kind of knew what to expect going into the movie.
If you're familiar with the character, for sure,
exactly.
And the only thing I dislike is. And I've seen this happen in a few different, like, big franchise movies, is where they'll dump all of the minorities into one particular character.
It's like having that one Pokemon that you put all your HMs onto.
Yeah. It's, like, in Stephen King, and for those who know my feelings about Stephen King, I did try to read his books many years ago, and in the, his famous Dark Tower series, there's a character named Detta Walker who is black. She is a paraplegic. She's a woman. And what else about her? But she's basically all of like the minorities put into a single character, and there's 3 white cis het male white dudes, and it's the rest of the characters. So that's it. Even your antagonist is a white cis het male dude. And it's just like, it doesn't really count for diversity when you have just the one person who is all of your diversities into one. It kind of just points out just how much of the lack of diversity there is by having one character be all the diversity into one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yes, she is Hispanic. She speaks Spanish. She wears an LGBTQ plus button, which is cool. I really like that detail. And she has 2 moms. But then, like, Iron Man doesn't say your moms. He's very clear about saying your parents for the rest of the film, which was a weird choice.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally missed that detail in watching the movie, but...
oh my god, tell me about this evil Captain Marvel.
So, evil Captain Marvel didn't go into the Air Force. Evil Captain Marvel went into the Navy.
Real commentary right there.
So, she is calling in a tsunami. She has water-based powers, is what I was thinking.
That would stop a robot who is powered by electricity.
Yes, like, she will arrest him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like your Aquaman.
Yeah, except it doesn't suck.
But going back to America, and so that was my only complaint, was that it really just showed, except for another verse that we will get to if we don't roll it randomly. There are some other characters that do show like diversity, but if your main cast of who you have, you have one character who is Chinese. I don't know. It just felt very like forced, and I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it because it should be normalized, but space it out You know, like have other characters
Yeah.
have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's the whole point of diversity. Everyone is a little bit different, rather than having one person be all of the diversity in one character.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's again, that's a different conversation for another day. But
Yeah.
oh, dude, I just rolled a nat 20.
What? That's awesome.
Oh my god!
gosh.
Oh my god! Do you
What
know
do we
this
get?
one?
20? I don't recall what our 20
Okay.
was.
Our number 20, our nat 20 is the Lokiverse.
The Lokiverse. Everybody's a Loki.
Everybody's a Loki.
Oops, all Lokis.
Whoops, all Lokis.
We're finally doing it.
Get
Oops,
all them
Lokis.
Lokis out there. This is a verse that I came up with and I'm very proud of. I think Loki would be proud of me too.
All right.
So I'm just going to go back to the chat real quick. We've got Rachel saying, I don't like the CGI Incredible Hulk. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Like, how many times do they have to realize that CGI just never holds up to the test of time? That, like, practical effects look a lot better. Even if they do look not as great as, like, some... Yeah. I have opinions, but usually the blending of the two works really, really well.
Yeah. Like, using CG to accentuate the practical effects, like, looks really nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chan says, oh yeah, I was talking about the saturation of the genres. He also says, Disney giving overt queer rep? Never. They don't want that queer money. Like, how many gay couples go to Disneyland for their honeymoon?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And, I mean, have fun. Like, I think that Disneyland is a fun place to go to, for sure. But it's always hard when looking at Disney not to see them just as the multi-billion-dollar corporation that they are, and how they're just out to get people's money. And, yeah. So when they do like that forced queer representation, that's where I'm just kind of leaves a nasty taste in my mouth. Where I'm like, yeah, I'm glad they did it, but couldn't there be any other diversity in this? Yeah.
I totally get you. Let's see, who else? I want to do a couple different like Lokis up in here.
Hell yeah, we gotta do whoops all Lokis.
Oops, all Lokis. Yeah.
What if Thor of a Loki?
Thor Loki. I don't know. Would that be worthy Loki?
Worthy Loki.
That would be kind of cool.
Iron Man Loki would be cool.
That's actually who I'm starting with right now, to be honest.
Because of the colors and schemes, and you can just throw those horns
Heck yeah.
onto that suit. Hulk Loki?
Hulk Loki
already
would be
green.
interesting. That's true. Hulk Loki is already green.
I mean, we already got our Gator Loki in the Plushverse, which I wish that toy existed. I want that toy to exist now.
You know, I have looked high and low to get a Gator Loki Funko Pop for you.
Oh.
And those things are like $60, like low end.
Wow.
Yeah. They're pricey.
Yeah, that's more reasonable than I thought. Like, I would expect them to be more like in the hundreds.
There were some.
We got John saying, Kat and I didn't really dig Disneyland. We went on our honeymoon. Universal, however, was awesome. Yeah. I mean, I went to Disneyland when I was a kid, so it had definitely those nostalgia feels for me. Especially doing the teacups and doing this. Universal was rad. There was a lot of cool things. Like, there's like the whole like Universal horror, because last time I went was around Halloween, and so there's a lot of Universal horror stuff that was going around. Disney is a little bit, how do I want to say it? Well, they're capitalists. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Because
I thought, like, oh, if I go to Disneyland around Halloween, I'm sure to see some of the villains, because that's the only time of the year that I thought that they would come around the park, like some of the, the characters walking around. I saw one, Cruella de Vil.
Oh, of course, because that's the one they're trying to sell.
Well, it was before her movie came out. It was many years before that. But, and I got some pictures with her, and it was really awesome. I enjoyed seeing Cruella de Vil. But, no, they make you pay for a special event where it's basically like a big parade where all the villains are out there.
That's
It's like 60, 70, $80 per person in addition to your entry fee to come to this special Halloween party where you can see all the villains, which was a bummer.
That's really weak.
Yeah, I was really bummed by that. I still want to get the Disney villain tarot. I should just pick that up for myself. I've been wanting that for a long time. But the Universal Studios, though, they're like, yeah, let's bring in all the horror stuff. It was cool. They had this big tour that they did where, like, Jaws comes up and shakes,
that's awesome.
And they did this one big thing where, unfortunately, they changed it for Transformers, but it was like, they showed a lot of practical effects of like a subway suddenly flooding with all of this, or a western scene where suddenly it was all flooded. It was really cool.
That is cool.
Where they showed like how they did practical effects. Like again, being just kind of show off of the studio itself.
Yeah.
Universal was fun. There was a small bit for Krampus, the movie that I saw. I was like, took some pictures from a distance. It was cool. Like I enjoyed Universal Studios a lot.
That is cool.
It also has Harry Potter Land.
Yeah.
And when I was there, we could pay for a little bit extra to get into the park like an hour before anybody else did.
Oh, cool.
But have strict access to the Harry Potter Land.
Oh, that's rad.
So before anybody else got there, before you had to stand in so many fucking lines, I was there. And so I had heard go to the wand ceremony first thing, and I'm glad I did, because the line to that is fucking forever, because they have an actor, because like a lot of Disneyland is not, they don't have a lot of actors but like they have a few here and there. It's more about those characters, and they're rarely on the park. But Universal Studios has so many actors just walking around and doing different bits. And so in the Harry Potter park, you have somebody who's doing basically the whole wand ceremony, who does all scripts, picks different kids. Oh, you get this wand and that wand. Well, guess what those parents are gonna fucking do after they walk up? I mean, sometimes they won't pick kids, but if there's usually kids, they'll usually target the kids, and because their parents are more likely. This is the wand that was picked for me when I went to the Harry Potter, like the wand selecting part. I bought a Luna Lovegood wand there. It was fun. I enjoyed that. That was cute. And then you can use the wand in different parts of the park.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it was cute. And the ride there was very cool. Like, there were spiders that were spitting stuff at you, and it like legit made me scream. Like, that was fun.
Nice.
But oh, sorry, I'm gonna go back to that chat. John says, next plan when we go to LA again, going to see Medieval Times. I've heard so many mixed reviews about Medieval Times that it's like one of the best experiences and one of the cheesiest experiences.
I mean, cheesy's awesome. I love me a good cheese.
Like, if you love yourself a good Ren Fair, like Joust, you'll have a great fucking time. But it's very, like, very streamlined. They got that shit down to a packed, blah, blah, blah. It's a very, they got it down tight. This is so cool.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We need another Loki. We can't just say oops all Lokis and only do one Loki.
I already said Hulk.
You
what about we got suggestions from the chat. What kind of Loki would you like us to see? Let's see here. Thinking of our lineup of different Marvel characters besides the ones that Stephanie hates that Ken knows I hate. So glad that Black Widow is dead.
Oh jeez, they killed her.
They killed her.
They straight up killed her.
Loki Mickey.
Oh.
I think you could do it.
Now I need to.
That was a great suggestion, John. Nick Fury Loki.
Well, that would be interesting.
Both.
So Mickey Loki with an eye patch. Got it.
No, don't blend the two of them. No.
I mean, didn't you know going into this? Didn't you? You should all know this was actually a Will It Blend episode. This isn't a multiverse episode. This was a will it blend.
This
whole time it's been a will it blend.
Nick Fury deserved his own movie, and he deserves his own Loki version.
He does. I appreciated Nick Fury in the Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But it'd be really fun to give him his own movie. I agree.
Like, because he's fucking tired of these motherfucking villains in his motherfucking film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Did you ever watch Snakes on a Plane?
I did not.
I did.
Oh, gosh.
It's exactly what you expect it to be.
That's kind of a beautiful thing, though.
Like, you know how, like, Sharknado was just really ridiculous? It's kind of like that. Just like, over the top, like, just whatever we can do. Cheesy sci-fi, or cheesy CG, whatever. It doesn't matter. You knew the fuck you were getting into when you said, like, snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you expecting coming into this movie? Kat says, here comes the copyright strike.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Good thing we're not monetized yet.
Loki Big Bird.
Oh, I kind of want to do that now, though.
You know you love drawing yourself a Muppet.
I do. God, we were actually just talking about Big Bird last night, because, like, I love the meme that's like, Big Bird's forward-facing eyes implies that he is a predator.
Yes.
Like, I adore that one.
Oh, my gosh. I want to look and see what our list is and see if there's any others. We actually came up with so many, and we haven't done as many as we thought.
I've been giving it our sweet time on this. Gotta really flush these out.
Oh, well, there's one I definitely want to do. Oh, God. But at the end, I'm gonna read these ones because they're so good. Unless we want to come back to the multiverse.
I would love to.
You want to come back to the multiverse another day?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I won't spoil our list then. We'll leave our list beautiful and untainted and unspoiled. But there is one I want to do. Oh, God, there's a couple I want to do.
I know, right? Like, we come up with all these great ideas. Like, where do we go from there?
That's the problem with coming to the list of 20. Like, when we've done the list of 10... We've done most of them. And we're like, we're satisfied. But the list of 20, like, I wanted to do like 5 more of these. And we came up with some really good ones. And that's why I want to like tell all of our friends, like, oh, look at all the good ideas I came up with. Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of me. We did get to do Flavor Town, so.
We did. That was one that was going to happen tonight, no matter what.
No matter what.
Like we knew we had to do Flavor Town.
Yeah. So speaking of Loki, I've heard some critiques from the Loki show that he kind of went from being like ultimate villain to, I've got emotions now and I feel kind of regret. And some people have said that it felt very forced, but I think when you're kind of faced with the end of your life and with how jarring your life is suddenly, like your costume's taken away from you, your crown, everything, you could potentially be killed.
Like everything you've worked for just kind of ended up going up in a pile of smoke. Like,
they've got a drawer of infinity stones.
Yeah. Like you realize just how small in the universe, like the grand scheme of things you are.
So I didn't feel like it was too forced. Like I felt like it was as natural as you could be for a miniseries.
Yeah.
And I still felt very much like Loki. And actually one of my biggest critiques about one of my biggest my problems with the Thor movies, because everyone's like, oh, Loki, you
silver-tongued demon.
You silver-tongued demon. You're the god of trickery. But no one ever falls for his fucking shit. Mm-hmm. Like, no one ever falls for it. And I'm like, why is he the god of mischief in the MCU?
Yeah.
I've never seen him actually be successful at tricking anyone. And this, you got to see more of that. You actually got to see him being more trickster, like really being more of that god of trickery and deceit, and like him evolving as a character. I love the miniseries. I don't care what anybody else has got to say, even if it's just Loki influencing me, telling me, yes, Stephanie, you loved the Loki show. No, I really did. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to season 2. I'm really excited to see where they're going to take it. I love Sylvie.
Yeah.
Gator Loki was so fucking good.
Oh, God, yeah.
Again, if anybody can find me a Gator Loki plushie, you will be my new best friend for life.
I know. The actor who played classic Loki, like, he really adored playing Loki so much, and he is super down for doing more, like, classic Loki projects.
Oh my god, John's bringing us all the good ideas right now.
Yeah?
Spider Loki, David Tennant Loki, Captain Picard Loki, Deanna Troy Loki.
Oh, jeez, I have
Chewbacca
thoughts.
Loki. This is so good. Yoda Loki.
Oh,
That's kinda-
jeez. I like it.
Yeah. Rachel said, I loved Loki. Chan says, yeah, also, is Loki even the most big bad of the MCU?
Nah.
He had his one movie, but it takes him out right from that moment where he's like, world domination, I am your typical MCU bad guy, and then brought him into that. And that's why some people had, like, opinions about, like, his character motivations coming right out of that into this. But again, I seeing, like, the end of your life and being in such a jarringly different universe where you have no power and suddenly everything's taken from you.
Yeah.
I can see a definite shift. Oh my god, I just saw that Bigford face. Stephanie Loki! Oh my god. Are we just gonna spend the rest of the night just drawing more Lokis?
Is that what the chat wants? Do they do they want to see just all the oops all Lokis now?
I mean, don't tempt them. They will say yes.
Oh gosh, you're absolutely right.
We had some other
absolutely
ideas.
right.
Queen Bee Loki.
Oh jeez.
Oh, all the Lokis. Oh man, we could just do a stream of just whoops all Lokis.
We absolutely could. We could do that for the premiere of season 2.
Yes.
We could just do like oops all Lokis for the season 2 premiere.
Yes. Kat says, Big Bird found some good dank koosh. Stanley Loki. Chan says, give me all the Loki. Yeah, I think we'll pick up all these ideas for like a future stream where we just do whoops all Lokis for the premiere for the next season of Loki. I love this idea.
I'm here for it.
This the face.
I like this. I'm feeling good about our Loki menagerie. Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm actually... Oh, wait. We got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I want to do... Is there one you wanted to do off of this list? I can send it to you really quick.
I've got it saved.
Is there one on here that you really want to do? Because there's some really good ones. Don't you dare do number 10. That's a waste of time. Don't you dare do number 10.
We're doing number 10.
No!
Number 10.
No!
We're doing it.
No!
It's too late.
No!
It's too late. We're doing
Ken,
number 10.
why?
Because it needs to happen now. What character should I do?
I don't know.
What character?
What could you do with a fingerverse? With your stupid finger pen brush that you love.
You're the one who told me to put it on here.
I'm sorry, my brain comes up with things that you love. That you would really like. I know when I came up with the idea, I was like, I hate that my brain thought of this. I can't believe my brain thought of making Marvel characters using that stupid finger paintbrush that you love so much.
Okay.
Make it quick. Come on, man.
I know who. Let's see. Where is the?
Oh my god. John says, Big Bird Loki looks like he's taken a few too many edibles. That Loki kush.
Good Loki kush.
It's everybody's having fun on
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Why did I this stupid
This is not.
Oh, it is your horrible monster finger brush pen doesn't work. For those who don't know what the hell we're talking about, I'm sorry. So Ken, when he first got Paint Tool Sai, or not Paint Tool Sai.
I know what the problem was. Okay.
Clip Studio Paint.
Yes.
That he could download a whole bunch of different pens, and he found out from Drawfee, I think it was, about this horrible paintbrush that just makes fingers.
Yes.
It just makes fingers. And so last
horrible
time
fingers that
we
you're seeing
did
right
a
now.
Slipner with like the fingers as his legs.
Yes.
And I hated it. And then, so again, when we were coming up with ideas for the multiverse, I'm like, oh, I hate that my brain came up with this. Like, Ken, you're going to see this as a gift, but I hate my brain for thinking of it. But what if drawing like your MCU characters, but with that horrible finger paint brush? And that's, I guess, what we're doing. Cat's here for the fingers.
I need to at least sketch out the overall pose and everything. I think you'll appreciate who I'm going to draw with the finger brush, quite frankly.
I don't think there's anyone I could appreciate you drawing with the finger brush.
I mean...
It's a monster.
Yes.
Terrible.
I'm using a terrible brush for a terrible character.
Are you drawing Hawkeye?
I'm drawing a Hawkeye. You see, I'm saving it. You're okay with the finger brush Hawkeye.
I hate Hawkeye. Okay, we're going to get into it now. I hate Hawkeye. We said that we maybe another day, and today is that day. Kat says, oops, all fingers. Okay, Hawkeye. Let me tell you why I hate Hawkeye. I'll tell you the reasons why I hate Hawkeye. First of all, fucking edgelord. Second of all, dumb character. End of list. No, I have more reasons. He's, okay, I think of the movie of Age of Ultron, where they are literally fighting this giant cyborg army of just robotic monsters. And he walks out with a fucking bow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't care what stupid attachments that would throw off the trajectory and would never go that far in real goddamn life. I've done archery. Fuck you.
Jeez.
That it would never.
Tell me all your spicy opinions.
Oh, I'm here for it. You're drawing fucking finger Hawkeye. We're doing it. Is it Hawkeye for? Excuse me. John wants to know: is it hate for Hawkeye or Jeremy Renner? Yes, both.
Both
Yes.
is good.
He is such a very weird-looking person. Also, I don't like the actor. He's not a very good actor. When he first showed up in Thor, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Hawkeye!" I'm like, what the fuck would he have done?
Yeah.
He says,
right?
let me know and I'll end him. He's a fucking god. Even without his powers, he would have been able to survive your stupid, weenie little fucking arrows.
Oh, jeez.
Like, what the fuck would you... You would have, like, tried to throw an arrow and go ping. Like, fuck you, man. What the fuck? Just the ego. Just the ego of him saying, I'm this ultimate archerer. And I'm like, what the... Really? Again, in fucking Age of Ultron, him being... There was a scene where they're, like, in this like, house that is, like, all decrepit, all blown up because of there's bombing and shit and whatever. And he's, like... talking, I think, to Black Widow. Was it Black Widow?
Scarlet Witch. He's trying
Scarlet
to give
Witch.
the I know exactly what scene you're talking about. He's giving the pep talk to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
And he's like, but you gotta keep fighting. And
it's not Australian.
I know. I don't know where that accent came from. I'm sorry, everybody. Mercury's Gatorade. I'm mad. I'm mad thinking about Hawkeye and this stupid finger brush. But he, like, gives this stupid pep talk, which is, like, the most vanilla type of pep talk you could have ever given in the MCU. And then he, like, gets up and he goes, ping, 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 with his little bow. I'm like, it was so ridiculous. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Yeah. You're not a fucking hero, man. You're not. You're not even, like, a good, like, as far as motivational. Because, like I said, I didn't like Captain America back in the day. You know, but I liked his character later on because he was at least an enjoyable character. I liked him because he was like, I'm going to do this all day. You know, he was like willing to fight. He was willing to keep up the good fight. You know, I don't care where they come from. I don't like bullies. Like, oh, you're just here to kill some Nazis? No, I don't like bullies. I don't matter where they come from. You know, I was like motivational. Like, that was cool. Like, I liked him. I liked Captain America. When he got a beard, it was weird, but whatever. America's ass. People started fetishizing him and it got weird. I liked his first movie.
People were fetishizing him for a long time before that.
Sorry, I just looked at the chat. Chan says, didn't they make him a serial killer? Exactly! They make him this stupid, like, assassin in Japan.
Yeah.
And that's a dumb storyline. Because why the Yakuza, of all places you could actually make a difference? Oh, I wanted to be a cool ninja. Fuck you. It was just, he's a fucking edgelord. I'm like, take your bow staff skills somewhere else, asshole.
Jeez.
And then Kat wants to know, Angry Stephanie is also a turkey. Can't even do a good turkey sound right now. John, bark, bark, bark. John, so Hawkeye equals mediocre white dude? Exactly!
Yeah, pretty much.
He is a mediocre, like, privileged white dude who's only allowed to be there because he's a privileged white dude. He has no fucking superpowers. When you put Hawkeye next to a literal god, next to someone like Tony Stark who's got fucking space-age technology, a wizard, a fucking space lord, like... Who the fuck is this asshole? Who's this schmuck just trying to fucking lop some arrows around like ping, ping, ping? Get the fuck out of here, man. You're not a fuck. You don't deserve to be on the lunchbox. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I hate Hawkeye.
Jeez.
I also hate, like, what's her face? Black Widow, too. Because she's such an epitome of just fetish from, like, 1960s, 70s, like, spy.
Yeah, that super sex spy kind of,
like,
James Bond era kind of character.
She's Russian. She's a Russian spy. And she does also no superpowers. She's just a master assassin. Again, when you put them next to a space wizard who has a like one of the Infinity Stones for fucking space and time, and a literal god, and a fucking robot man, like, who the fuck are these assholes? What are they? No, get the hell out of here. You don't get to sit in the cool kids club. Again, spicy opinions. But again,
the Spicy Nerd Hour with Stephanie Ingersoll.
Like, this is kind of like one of those, like, drunk, I'm not drunk.
You're not drunk, no.
But if I was drunk, I would be even more spicy. If you allow me the power, if you allow me this gift. But, no, it's like one of those things that just really...
Terrible.
Yeah, this is terrible.
So terrible.
This is really terrible. Excuse me. But, like... it takes you out of the story. That's my biggest complaint.
Yeah.
It just really takes you out of the story, because you're like, and then they kind of make fun of Hawkeye, like, why would I talk to some guy with an arrow and a mohawk when I could talk to one of the most powerful witches of all time?
Yeah.
Like, kind of put it into perspective, like, who are these fucking schmucks? There's a guy whose DNA is infused with spider. He can shoot out webs from his wrist and maybe his butt. That's a joke in the movie, too. Spoilers. But, like, again, when you are next to this, when you have just a normal-ass privileged white dude there just because, I'm a really good archer, ping, 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 ping.
Yeah.
It just really takes you out of it, and, like, the sense of, like, that superhero, you know? Like, again, it's fucking fantasy, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, they should be able to do, like... Again, we have fucking space aliens. Captain Marvel can do anything. She's super powerful. Yeah. She can do anything she wants. It's just, again, it just takes you really out of the story to have, like, some schmuck. Well, like, some people may say, but then that just shows that anybody can be a superhero. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
go
Margaret.
Be a cop. Like,
yes,
yeah,
Margaret,
be a firefighter.
you can be a superhero in all of the ways that you can in real life. But I'm not there for that. Yeah, I could be a superhero. I know I'm rad in real life.
Okay, there's our finger brush Hawkeye.
Can it be over now?
Yes, finger brush Hawkeye can be over.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna pick one because I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
You gave this to me.
I gave it to you. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay,
though.
yes,
okay.
yes.
Do you want to do number 3 or number 17? Because I think number 17 would be a good one to end on.
I would love to end on number 17.
Okay. I'll talk about number 3 though, just as some spoilers.
That's fair.
But it won't spoil it if we go back into the multiverse another time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back to the comments real quick. Because Chance, as a former Yaoi fangirl, can confirm that 2021 sexualization of Cap. Yes, America's ass. John, right now Jeremy Renner is in a room crying. He doesn't know why.
I just feel like there's fingers touching me everywhere.
Oh no! I love that we didn't talk about your drawing at all. We're like, get that off the screen! Get that out of there! We're done with this monster! Cat Steph, can you tell us how you really feel? It's okay, you're safe here. Chance, Earth sign nerd, yeah, rants give me life. John, future Jam and Jabber, putting Hawkeye in stupid situations and various odd jobs because he was fired from the Avengers. Yes! Yes! And then Rachel brings it around. I love Deadpool. I mean,
Deadpool's great.
We were thinking about doing a Deadpool-verse, but it's already been done.
They absolutely have. Like, there's so many different, like, Deadpool verses in the comics.
We didn't say what this one is. We shouldn't say what this is.
Yeah. I like having that be a little nice surprise.
A nice little Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice Easter egg.
It is.
Yeah, this isn't a good Easter egg to end on.
It is.
Fucking Jeremy Renner. Oh, and just like, again, he's that fucking edgelord. Because again, when they made him an assassin in Japan, I'm here to end the Yakuza. I'm sorry, bitch. Do you want to like focus on like world hunger? How about like the actual billionaires that are ruining the world? The Yakuza are small in comparison to the rest of the world. You just want to be a fucking edgelord in Japan. Yeah. Fuck you and all the edgelords that are fans of Hawkeye. Bringing more spice before we're done. Bam! Oh, gee, hey, you brought it back. Again, we gotta bring it back to Flavor Town. Bam! Emerald Lagasse, gotta bring in that flavor. Like, he walked so that Guy Fieri could run.
Yes, exactly.
Loki pool, all of the pools, like every single one. It was and I think I've seen it too. It wasn't just with Gwenpool. They had all the different.
Gwenpool is their own character entirely.
Yeah. Like. Deadpool, I used to dislike Deadpool until Ken he showed me enough. I'm like, you know what? Actually, I do like the commentary on it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take itself too seriously.
No.
Like fucking Hawkeye does.
Yeah.
Hawkeye takes himself way too goddamn seriously because he's a goddamn edgelord. He's dumb. He's stupid, and he does deserve to be fired from the Avengers and like serve tables because he can't get a real job because he's an asshole. He's an edgelord asshole. Make my pizza. Actually, I really appreciate my pizza makers. We're going to order some pizza after this, and I really do appreciate my pizza makers. Clean my toilets!
Oh, jeez.
Actually, I really like people who would be willing to come and clean my toilets.
Is his trick arrow for cleaning toilets just the scrub brush?
He would still try to be like, do the whole, like, his whole Hawkeye thing in whatever, like, job he was doing.
Oh,
deck collection!
Oh, hey, there you go.
I actually used to be a deck collector, and I was actually really good at it. You know,
they're not terrible people.
No,
they're just doing their job.
They're just doing their job. God, I can't figure out the worst job for Deadpool or for Hawkeye.
For Hawkeye.
God damn it.
Let's think. What's a menial job that? He can work like the Sephora desk when the Karens like show up and are angry that the makeup didn't make them actually beautiful because they're if
you just stopped at Sephora clerk, perfect. Or no, it's the aggressive Lush employees.
Yes.
The aggressive Lush employees who will not let you leave until they've washed your hands with 20 different products and you can't smell anything anymore.
There you go.
The aggressive Lush employees.
We cracked the code. We found the acceptable job for Jeremy Renner. He can work at Lush.
I would be open for suggestions. That would be a fun future future stream. If he gets a second season. Did they leave? Did you watch it?
I've not watched it
Okay.
yet. I haven't been able to bring myself to watch the Hawkeye show.
It's so stupid. So stupid. I hate Hawkeye. Weren't they trying to set it up for his daughter to be the next Hawkeye?
Because they're a family. It's about family.
No, Kate Bishop is not his daughter, but yes, the girl Hawkeye is what they're setting up.
But I think it was in Age of Ultron where they basically stop and go to his family farm and the whole story changes to cater to his pregnant wife. And I'm like, what movie are we watching?
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate that we're learning so much stuff about his fucking stupid family life. Like,
That we need to make this into a family film, so Hawkeye's family is gonna be the family for everyone. Family!
They're the family stand-in.
The family!
The family.
And that, he decides to kill the Yakuza because his family turned into dust.
just like everybody else, get over yourself, you fucking edgelord.
You know,
I felt more compassion for that other doctor who lost his 2 cats and I guess his brother than fucking Hawkeye. His family.
You know, I just want to say too, like,
sorry,
freaking like Captain America started a support group when everybody was dusted.
Yeah.
Why, like, that's what heroes do.
That's what heroes do.
Like,
he's not a hero, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, geez.
Let you finish your thought.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, that was pretty much done. Like
Man.
Hawkeye didn't go out and, like, actually help anybody. He just wanted, like, I want to have a cool death, so I'm gonna go fight the Yakuza.
Oh, God. And now I remember that scene. Okay, I'm going to go to the chat really quick,
Yes.
and then I'm going to talk about that stupid fucking scene. Kat says, he can take a white savior complex elsewhere. Yup. Chan says, if Deadpool isn't boyfriends with Cage in the next one, I will riot. I mean, why wouldn't they be? Okay, Kat, I think we can reveal.
I think we can reveal that this is the Stanverse. Everyone is Stan Lee.
Everyone's Stan Lee! It's all the Easter eggs.
His magic word is Excelsior.
Because he can't be in the new ones because he's no longer among the living. But we don't have to make him to a zombie. We can let his memory live on in the Stanverse. Where everyone is just Stan Lee.
Exactly.
Excelsior!
Excelsior, true believers.
Yes! Rachel... Oh, sorry. John says, low-rated Uber driver. Yes!
Yeah,
Where everyone barfs in his car and he has to clean it up all the time because he drives home all the drunks.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Rachel says, no reason to see it. Hawkeye needs to retire. Oh, did you watch it, Rachel? I'm curious. John says, selling knockoff perfume on the street. Yeah! Selling, God, what is it? The Boost mobile plans in the little kiosk in the mall. Boost Mobile.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Chances sounds like Hawkeye is a transplant from The Boys. I don't know what The Boys is.
The Boys is like a shitty What If the Justice League was like evil kind of like it's on Amazon. It's there's so many like what if superheroes were like super flawed individuals just like the rest of us. Like there's a lot of properties out there like that already. Like the big comic companies already handle that, and like honestly it feels a little repetitive to me. But then again, every comic is redundant and repetitive in some fashion. But not to say boo. Like if you enjoy The Boys, you're more than welcome to. I'm not super interested in it myself.
I mean, different strokes for different folks, for sure.
Exactly.
You know, I'm sure the one Hawkeye fan who's might watch this at some point, like, Clinging onto their Hawkeye
Their
Funko.
Hawkeye Funko, yeah.
Thank you for thinking Funko at the same time I was thinking Funko.
We absolutely read each other's minds in that instance.
Excelsior!
Excelsior!
Okay, I'm going to go back to the chat. Rachel says everything needs to be Stan Lee. Yes.
Yes.
Rachel says, I could only watch 3 minutes before I turned it off. That bad, huh? Damn.
Oh,
he's just, yeah, there's a lot more I could say. You already all ever heard a lot of how much I hate
Your
Hawkeye.
anti-Hawkeye rant already.
There's more. There is more.
There's more. I've heard it.
John says, Kevin Smith said that after he did Mallrats with Stan, he said that Stan kept calling him, asking him, hey, Kevin, so when are we making another movie? Oh,
That's really sweet.
it makes my heart so happy.
I'm not a fan of Kevin Smith, but, I love that story.
That's really sweet. Oh, that is really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley.
No, don't worry. I will not be going on a Kevin Smith Hawkeye level rant.
I mean, he already has the world's worst tweet.
He does have the world's worst tweet.
He gets to live with that knowing that he has created the world's worst
It's
tweets.
like we're cheating on each other with each other. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, Kevin Smith. It's not 1992 anymore.
No, it's not.
Sorry. Sorry, bud. Are we going to draw some other stands?
I wanted to put a little more love into this one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
And I know, like we're getting close to the end of the hour.
We got about 8 minutes left.
Yeah, I like to just kind of keep putting some love and render in this one.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, my very first job was working in a comic book shop, and I have a soft spot for Marvel. Fuck DC. I guess I'm still on the spicy mode. I still got a lot of fire to...
I'm definitely Marvel over DC kind of guy myself.
I wouldn't say fuck DC. There are some DC properties that aren't terrible. But I am more of a Marvel fan myself.
Yeah, same.
But I love Dark Horse. I think Dark Horse is now Marvel.
DC bought Dark Horse a couple years ago.
Then fuck DC. Fuck DC. Oh man. But yeah, like, okay, before we end, I'd love to hear what everybody's favorite Marvel superhero or character, just any sort of character. Who's your favorite Marvel character in like either movies or comic books, other mediums? Who is your absolute favorites?
For me, if I may
go
begin,
for it.
I really love Captain Marvel. Like, the Kelly Sue DeConnick run from 2016, which is where, like, a lot of the movie is based off of, like, was just a fantastic comic, and just a lot of just the character building that she did was fantastic, and I really adore the character, just because where she took Captain Marvel was just a character who wouldn't stand down when told, like, no, stay in your lane, you can't do this, like, hold my beer, dickhead. Was kind of her approach to a lot of it. And I really love the character just for standing up against those bullies. Kind of the same thing that really brought you back into Captain America is what Kelly Sue DeConnick did to Captain Marvel, and I really love it.
I really like Captain Marvel too. And her movie actually made me cry. Like, yeah. I didn't like feel too many things. I mean, it's hard because I love Thor. Mm-hmm. I guess I'd have to say Lady Thor is my favorite because you took Captain Marvel, but that's okay.
Sorry.
No.
We can both love Captain Marvel.
I will say that it's a close tie.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel for all those reasons and more. Mm-hmm. But Lady Thor, she's cool. I really like her. Too. I like Lady Thor.
Yeah.
We got in the chat John saying we need to figure out how to draw Jim Kirby.
Oh, Jack Kirby. Yeah.
Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
Chan says Wolverine. Rachel says all of them. John says Daredevil is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He deserved a better movie.
The Charlie Cox one that Netflix did that's now on Disney Plus, like, I really enjoyed that.
I've heard good things about it, yeah.
I've really enjoyed that version of Daredevil. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to watch it sometime.
I would love to watch it with you.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I'd have to say Lady Thor. Lady Thor is my favorite. I'm excited that she's been teased at that she's going to be in the next Thor movie. One thing we didn't talk about, I want to talk about a little bit. So one last little spoiler about Doctor Strangelove is there's one multiverse they go into that I have deemed the fanverse.
Yes, very fan servicey for sure.
It was 1000% just
absolutely.
every. Well, who was the actor who played Fantastic Mr.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic. Okay, so I don't feel this is a huge spoiler, but earplugs if you don't want to find out. But John Krasinski was Mr. Fantastic for this movie, and which is so funny to me because the fans have been wanting him and Emily Blunt to do a Fantastic Four movie for years now.
For no other reason, just because they think that they would look good at the role.
Exactly.
And so they got him to do it.
Yeah.
They got, what's-her-face for Captain America?
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. Yeah, it was Captain Carter.
Because she was a fan favorite from the What If show.
What's-her-face from WandaVision who became Captain Marvel?
Oh gosh, why am I I know her name.
She's the daughter of her friend.
Yeah. Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
She's the version of Captain Marvel for the fanverse.
And the best part, for those who love 90s X-Men as much as we did, they got Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I know it's not his real name. They got, why am I forgetting his name now? Wow.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh,
Patty Stew.
Patrick Stewart to play Professor Xavier.
God, his intro music was the 90s theme.
It was
so good.
It was the it was the
fan
fanverse.
service verse, yeah.
And they even had him in the yellow like wheelchair, the hover chair.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was
really
so
Sorry
good.
for the spoilers, y'all.
But we wanted to do the fanverse in this episode. That's what I was like, do you want to do this or do you want to end with this? And I think ending with the Stanverse is the best way. But the fanverse we'll definitely do. If we do this again, we go back into the multiverse because there was even more fan service they could have done.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. It was so funny. So I highly recommend watching new Doctor Strange and Into the Multiverse. We didn't try to spoil too much of the story or anything, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was very much like an Evil Dead movie. It was very much like it watched like a comic book. It was enjoyable. I really, really liked it. If you liked the first Doctor Strange, you'll definitely like this one. That's an awesome brush. Much better than the fingers. Much better than the fingers. Again, if you're open for ideas for other streams that we do, we came up with a couple today. That I'm looking forward to. We love Marvel. We love those. We love talking about comic books and stuff. And y'all finally got to hear my rage about my Hawkeye rage. Oh, fuck that asshole.
But hey, thanks for watching.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with our technical difficulties, Mercury Gatorade. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
Again, we're always open for suggestions. Feel free to leave in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when we actually go live.
If you want our spicy opinions and spoilers in the future, let us know. Hit that subscribe.
More than happy to oblige.
Yeah.
We love y'all. See you next time.
Have a great one.
Have a good week.